What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showing you how to remove clear coat scratches on your vehicle with just using these few materials right here. We have 3000 grit sandpaper, 5000 grit, some soapy water, some painter's tape, a sponge, some Meguiar's scratch remover, and a microfiber. And the scratches I'm talking about, there's one right there.
We have one right here.
There's a few right here. Now you can see that one right there as well. So stay tuned and we'll show you how to get rid of these. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is make sure you're dealing with a clear coat scratch. And to do so, you're going to spray it with some soapy water. If the scratch disappears, that's a pretty good sign that is a clear coat scratch. And once it dries, when the scratch comes back, you also know it's a clear coat scratch. So let's go ahead and remove this scratch.
Alright, so the second step you want to do after making sure that it is a clear coat scratch, you want to tape off the area that the scratch is in, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. Maybe leave like a ½ an inch above and below the scratch. Next, we're going to take the 3000 grit sandpaper and the sponge. The sponge is just to make sure that you're getting a bigger contact area, I guess you could say.
Yep. So you don't have pressure points when you're sanding.
Yeah, you don't have pressure points, because if you're just using this, you're going to have 2 pressure points with your fingertips. So it's good to use a sponge for that. And to start sanding, all you do is spray the surface, as well as the sponge and the sandpaper. You're going to use up and down motions on the scratch. And you're going to want to use medium pressure. You don't want to be too aggressive with this. And then every once in a while you want to make sure to see if the scratch is gone. And if you could still see the scratch, then you want to keep going with the 3000 grit sandpaper. So I still see a little bit right here. So yeah, we're going to have to keep going. And we'll check again to see if it's gone or not. Still there. We'll check again. See if it's still there.
Looks like it's gone.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
So now we're gonna remove the tape and move it up a little bit.
And then move this one down. This is gonna provide it to blend, I guess you could say.
We're gonna feather it in with the with the 5000 grit sandpaper.
So now you can grab your 5000 grit sandpaper, put the sponge in between it, get the surface wet, and the sandpaper. So now we're going to take the 5000 grit sandpaper and we're going to go in circular motions in this area. So now we're going to wipe the surface. And remove the tape now. Now you should have a hazy surface, but don't worry, this is what the polish is for. I'm using a Meguiar's Scratch X 2.0, and you can just use a microfiber to buff this into the paint. Wipe it off.
Supposed to have some there. Got polish over here a little bit. Over here. The scratch is gone, but we're gonna just polish off that area a little bit more, so some haze.
Gone?
Yep. And there you go.
Scratch is gone.
Let's go do the hood.
If you did it right, you should get this mirror-like finish.
So now that we removed that one scratch, we decided we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison on the hood. We're gonna do the entire hood. So Evan's taping off his headlights, taping off some other areas that you don't want to damage. Make sure you just tape it off. All right, so you just spray the whole area down really good. Your sponge and your 3000 grit sandpaper, and go to town. Just going back and forth.
And now we're going to take the 5000 grit and go in circular motions across the whole side of the hood. Now I'm just going to take a microfiber and wipe all this down. And then grab another clean microfiber, dry it off.
Make sure you put a good amount on here. And I like to work it in the pad a little bit first, because it will soak it right up. And I'm gonna put three more blots of it on there, and then start working one area at a time. Spread it out. Now just take your microfiber and wipe down all the excess. We may need to do some touch-ups. I'm going to go back by hand and do a second coat. You want to do long strokes when you start getting to the end after you do your second coat. Basically feathering it all out. Let that dry to a haze, get a clean microfiber and buff it off. So I got a clean microfiber. I'm going to go back buff it off. If you have any imperfections still, you can just do another coat until you get the shine you want. All right, moment of truth. Let's pull the tape. Oh yeah. Careful.
You can tell it's like glass down
Let me
there.
see. How's the other side look?
You see it still has impurities and...
Yep.
Let me go from this side. This side still has impurities and stuff in the paint that was all removed during the process.
Alright, so we went ahead and did the whole hood. I think it looks super good. You guys just want to be careful when you're using sandpaper. Make sure you're using a lot of soapy water. Make sure you wet your sandpaper and don't let it dry up on you. I hope you like this. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Drop me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next video.
By Argo.